Welcome back to Good Day. You know, money's nice. You know, everybody likes money. But time is what the folks at Big Brothers Big Sisters really need right now. Good morning to Big Sister Catherine Music and Lilia, who is kind enough to join us. You guys have been matched for how long?
We're going to be matched officially 2 years in August.
Really? And has it made a difference in you? And how is having a big sister made a difference for you?
Well, you can tell her anything you can that you're scared of and other stuff.
Yeah. And sometimes, and you're in 5th grade right now? Yeah, and that can be a tough time in school sometimes. So it's kind of nice to just have somebody outside of the family that you can talk to?
Yes.
Okay. So you started out, Catherine, you're on the board
Yes.
of Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yes.
You started out, you know, as a lot of folks do, just writing a check,
Right.
making a donation, and that's very important as well.
It's very important. The donations support the matches that we make, and some people think that because it's a volunteer-based organization that the funds aren't as needed as maybe for some other nonprofits, but it's very much needed. It's a man-intensive process to make sure the littles are well matched and that they're safe and
Right.
that everyone is enjoying the process.
Right, so you made that transition after you began to hear stories about the successes, is that right?
Exactly. I always knew about Big Brothers and Big Sisters and what they accomplished, but as I became more involved and heard more stories and the impact it was making on the lives of children, I decided to jump in full force as well.
Right, so you need volunteers. How big is the need?
Right now we have over 30,000 children on waiting list across the country, so the need is big. It's very big.
Right.
But the commitment in terms of time is really not as big as people might assume that it is.
Right.
It doesn't take as much time as you think.
Right, and in most cases we're talking about working parents who, you know, may not be able to devote as much time as they would like to the kids, so that's where you come in as a big brother, big sister.
Correct. We have kids from all kinds of family dynamics, whether it's dual family, both parents are at home, or if one parent is not home, or there's parents serving in the military, or unfortunately there are some situations where parents are incarcerated.
So I'm not a teacher, I'm not a social worker, I'm not an expert on much of anything. Does that disqualify me from being a big brother, big sister?
Absolutely not. I think the only qualification you need is to be able to set aside some time and be consistent and just show up and have an open heart, open ears, and just be willing to tell your little that no matter what, you're going to be there for them.
Right, and you're looking for a commitment though beyond a couple of weeks, a couple of months.
Yes, Big Brothers and Big Sisters prefers that you commit a year and a minimum of 8 hours a month. So
Okay.
it's not a huge commitment. And you don't have to change your life in order to make an impact in someone else's life.
Right, and so what kinds of things do you two do together?
Well, she takes me to do art projects. She took me to my very first musical, The Lion King. And then she took me to a Texas Rangers game.
Seriously? Nobody ever took me to a Texas Rangers game. So pretty exciting stuff. And you get to spend a little bit of time together. It doesn't all have to be like sitting and talking time. It can be just being with that person, right? Yeah. Yeah. And has that paid off for you as well?
It absolutely does. I mean, we think that we step in and we're going to make a difference in their lives, but they also make a difference in our lives. I'm encouraged by her. I like to see the world through her eyes, and you never get tired of hearing how a child views whatever it is you're doing, whether it be the first time or the 100th time. Kind of keeps me young at heart, if you say.
I can tell. It certainly does. Thank you both for coming in and talking with us.
Thank you.
And we've got more information tomorrow night from 5 to 9 o'clock. This is a big deal. Chuck E. Cheese donating 10% of sales nationwide to Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have a link with more information on that, as well as to that amazing organization on fox4news.com.